Let's continue. So now let me show you something and talk about the concept a little bit, how to line up the our controller. So just watch, don't need to follow it yet. Let me go to, here we go. I'm gonna use this guy. Okay. And now if I do like this, let's see, here we go. Oop. What am I doing? Hold on. Sorry. Z direction, let's do 90. Okay. And gonna move that. Let me hide this temporary. Oh. Hey guys, you might need to reassign. Come on. My selection is not working well. Reassign this geometry into that layers. Okay. So I'm gonna snap this V. Here we go. Okay. So right now, if I try to line up my controller to have a same orientation, let's just focus on this joint like that, right? So now if I freeze transformation, modify freeze it, can you see my rotation is changed to the workspace axis? So that would get confusing sometime. Like move to, can you see? So when we rotate, it rotate like this. It doesn't rotate based on that orientation, the shape orientation. Now there's a trick. We can do some trick here. So I'm gonna delete that. So now what we can do is we can tricking by add a shape. I'm gonna rotate this direction. I'm not going to rotate anything. I just want to show it to you. We are not doing the real thing yet, okay? So there's a trick like this. So let me go back to one. Okay. You could use a little help. We can have a parent on top of this object and take all the volumes of this joint. The actual position, this one is called a relative location, but the orientation has volumes on there. So you don't see it on translate node because it's based on the phase transformation. So, but the original, maybe if I explain it well, right here, see orientation joint, there's a volumes in there, but not on here because that's the actual pivot node. So what we can do, a little trick is, we can have one node contain those information, these information, and then we put these as a child of that the node that contain that from the node that contain the information of translate and rotate on these joint. But then when we can zero these out to make them become these volumes, initial volume that's zero on translate, rotate, and scale too. So how do we do that? Okay, this is how it works. Just still watching, don't need to do it. I'm gonna go back and do it together. So I'm gonna add extra node on it. I'm gonna group it to itself. It's just called node, and then I'm gonna constrain that node right here. Select the wrist joint first, and then I'm gonna control click on the outliner of that node, and then under, let's switch to raking quick, constrain, parent constrain, but uncheck maintain offset. I want that to shift itself to there. So click add. So now that's the volumes. And then on this node, what you're gonna do is you're gonna get rid of the constraint node. We just want that volumes. And then we parent this to that wrist joint. Actually, hey guys, I was wrong. Don't parent to the wrist joint because we're gonna control the wrist joint. So Shift P, hold on. I'm gonna parent it to here. This is gonna be higher, different hierarchy. Actually, in this case, I'm not going to. Yeah, I was gonna parent it to that one. Press P. Here we go. So right now that node is went inside. Let me find it, expand it. Here we go. Come on. One more right there. Okay. So it's inside there. So now, next thing is I'm gonna put that curve into a child of the node 1. Just press P, parent. And when you press parents, can you see? It takes up volumes of the parent. This is what I can do. I can zero this out. And voila. It's go up there. And the orientation will follow. So if I turn on move to, can you see? It will be matched with that joint. But then you have this initial node as a 0. And then you can rotate, animate, set the key. So this is what we're gonna do. However, we gotta prep this. I want it to be standing, or if you want it to draw a hand, maybe let's draw a hand, make it look more prettier. So we're gonna do that. Okay, so right now it look like this, and I'm gonna delete all of this because we're gonna start it over. Okay, so before we do anything else, let's create a hand shape control. So this is option. If you don't want to do it, you can skip this part. So I'm gonna double click on my EP curve 2, turn on linear and uniform. So now I'm gonna just use the grid to help me hold X key. So I'm gonna draw one. I'm gonna make it a little bigger because of I want to use the grid. So one. Here we go. So this how I'm gonna do it. I just hold X key, snap to grid, and I'm gonna draw a full finger, and maybe go that. Here we go, and then the thumb. Sorry, I don't know why I do that. I don't need a thumb. I don't even need a full finger. Just something basically. So, and then now I'm gonna reshape a little bit. Let me move this to the origin point. So modify center pivot. Need to be center pivot. And I'm gonna move to the workspace. Here we go. I'm gonna scale down a little bit. That will be my hand. Okay, let me scale that a little bit. Okay. Actually, I don't know why I do that. It doesn't look that great. Oh. There we go. Okay. So I'm gonna rotate this way 90 degree because I want that to be right on top. Okay. Okay. So face transform, modify visit, and I'm gonna name a SKL hand CTL. Okay. And make sure you face transform. This is quite important on face transformation. So now let's create edit menu group to a cell. We'll create a node 1. I'm gonna rename that to a SKL hand. You can call position node or something like that, or just GP is fine. GP and oh, it has to be CTL too, so that we know is for CTL. And you're gonna parent constraint to the wrist joint constraint. So I select the wrist joint, control click on the outliner to the node, the group node there, and then constraint parent, uncheck maintain offset, click add, it will go up there. If you turn on move to, will be there. So now you're gonna select this. The reason that we use orientation because easier, we just use the constraint to do the job that assign and move the hand into that position and rotation. That's all. And then now when we delete it, they are not belong to anything but still carry that. We're gonna put that into a child of the tip joint, the ulna tip joint, ulna one. Here we go. And we're gonna parent it to, press P. Now you might need to maximize this. Just hold shift and maximize it so that you can see where the oh, hold on. I gotta select right there, just only that, and let me collapse this. Here we go. We just want to see this. Okay, so that's the volumes. Now we're gonna parent, not that, sorry, the hand. Here we go. So now we're gonna select the hand control. We're gonna parent it to that hand control GP. Parent it to, it will carry, and when inside that control, when inside the hierarchy of the arm. So now change these volumes to 0. Here we go. Now let's go up there. Now if you need to move them a little higher, you can just go to, I think in this case might have to do a little prep. Let's undo quick, sorry, because that's going to be too hard. Undo again. Okay, don't parent it yet. There we go. So I'm gonna right click, oh come on, right click, and you might have to reselect, sorry, right click and choose control vertex, grab that and move it up. Here we go. And I'm gonna move it, not move, oh, I know what happened. I have the symmetry on, so I forgot to turn that off. No wonder what it is. I gotta move it a little forward. I want it to be on top of the hand. So now when I go to object mode, see my pivot point right there. So that's what I want it to be. Actually, I'm gonna move it a little further actually. Here we go. Okay. So okay, so now you can parent that now. Parent it back to the hand control GP. Press P and then put 0 on all of rotation and translation. It will float right there. So now it will go with the hand. Here we go. This is what we wanted. And if I move, can you see? It go like that. Okay. So now what we need to do is, let me move the hand back to, oh, I select the wrong thing. Arm control. Oh, hey guys, arm control. That's, I forgot to freeze transformation. Can you see? Now, so need to do a little trick. need to take this out, the arm IK, middle mouse drag and move it out for temporary. Select that, freeze transformation, totally forgot. That's the most important is. And then you can move back the arm. Oh, hey guys, watch out. When I move, it went inside the wrist. Let me undo quick. I want to do a little slower. Prepare. You could do like this. Just hold Shift P. If you drag, middle mouse drag, don't drag it. Drag in between. Don't let it get inside somewhere. So you can do Shift P also. Now I'm gonna select the hand arm control, modify, freeze transformation, and then I will parent that back. You can middle mouse drag and drop. So now I should be able to zero. Got to select the arm control. Sorry. Now I should be able to zero it back. Here we go. Now we gotta make this go with the hand. Hey. Hey guys, I did something incorrect at some point. Hold on. Let me undo all the way because it changed the position there. Can you see? How did I? Here we go. That's what it is. Got to undo back. So if you don't have that problem, you good. Don't need to undo like mine. So right now I just make a mistake. So let me check, see if I zero it out. Okay, so I gotta remove that. Freeze transform my controller on the arm control. And then put the IK handle back inside. So now it should work. Here we go. Yes. Now when I put 0, it should go to the right place. So now what you need is you just need to select this joint and parent it under, put as a child of the hand control. That's all. So now when we grab this, we can move it and you can rotate this like this. See? So now it's follow the same orientation. Okay. So now we got to connect something. We want let's put back the hand position. We want to control when we rotate the hand like this. We want to rotate the radius IK, right? So we can't just control the IK. We need to control the group of the IK at that rotation. Here we go. So how do we do that? It's really easy. Right now the group node has a volumes on it. Okay. So we have to set driven key because there's a volumes on it. And you cannot really, I mean, you can freeze it, but it's just because we parent this to the actually because we parent that to the ulnar joint, and so we're gonna use set driven key on this. You can actually use connection editor. If you do connection editor, what's gonna happen is this gonna offset a little bit. It's gonna set to 0. See, if I put 0, it will offset just a bit. So I select the wrong place. Sorry. That one right under there. So if we put 0, it's gonna offset a little bit. Can you see? And let me take a look at the geometry. Where's my geometry? Show. Okay, here we go. Let's come back. So let me zero that out. Let me undo quick. Okay. I want that to be volumes. So here we go. Okay, and template it. So right now, if I zero this out on the radius IKGP, see it's shift a little bit, but I think it's okay. I mean, the reason that it has the volumes because we parented to the ulnar joint. It has a rotation values on the orientation right there. Oh, hey, it doesn't have it. I must move it by accident, guys. Maybe if you don't have any volumes, that's good. So don't worry about it. So and we're gonna put it back, and we're gonna do something quick. Okay, just a little bit volumes there. Okay, so now the reason that has that because these are pivot node. Its orientation has the volumes on it. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is deselect everything and turn on a window menu, general editor, and connection editor. Here we go. We're gonna select this guy, rotate to the left, and look at on the rotation. We want to connect only rotate X because this is it. Rotate X. That's it, right? So highlight only rotate X, and then select the radius IKGP, load to the right, and then now when we connect them to the rotation X, can you see the volume change, shift a little bit? If it's not much, it's okay. You can just use like mine. If you don't have the volumes on there, perfect, good. So if it shift a lot, you need to use set div key instead. Okay, if you have that problem, email me and I will make a video about set div key on this. Okay, so if it's not, just leave it. So now when I rotate, can you see the ulnar follow? Oh no, radius follow. That's it. Here we go. Let me switch to the referencing so that you can see a little better. See that what we wanted, and to be able to rotate like that. Now I'm gonna put this back. So now because our IK handle is a rotation plane, there will be some point that arm will twist, like flip. There will be some point right there. So we need to create a controller that can control the flipping. And let me move that. Now I would like you to select the IK right here, twist node. Can you see? You can. I just I just highlight and with middle mouse. So we're gonna control this twist node. We're gonna put it the attribute. Let's put this back to 0. Here we go. Okay. So now I'm gonna add extra attribute. So modify, add attribute. We're gonna call elbow twist or something, or elbow bend, something like that. Elbow. Hey guys, make sure you put L. Elbow twist. How about elbow? Oh, sorry. Elbow bend. Okay. And use float. Scalable. Default set to 0. No min and no max. So that full range. Click OK. It's at right there. So now we're gonna connect that. So deselect, window, general editor, and connection editor. Here we go. Load to the left. Oh, now select the arm control. Load to the left. Look for elbow bend, and then use the outliner to select IK handle, the arm. Load to the right. Scroll it down until you find a twist and just connect it and close. So right now when I am on the hand control, I can grab middle mouse drag and animate, rotate, twist there. So That's it. Now, the next thing though, we're gonna create a attribute for finger. So at this point, we should be able to start it to limit your information of the translate and rotate and scale now. So first, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna select the hand control and I'm gonna lock scale visibility. Lock and hide selected. Here we go. This part we're gonna animate only rotation. So I'm gonna select translate and scale. Lock and select it. Now we're gonna add attribute. Modify add attribute. We're gonna call L thumb. I'm gonna put a short THMB L thumb. And minimum, we're gonna go like just only really little. I'm gonna go to -10 and 10. You can do -5 and 5 also, shorter at. And then we're gonna do a index. So I keep L INDX. Here we go. Index -5 and 5. I mean, just a number. You can use 10 instead, is fine. Oh, I did not separate them. Hold on. That's fine. L underscore thumb mid MD FG mid finger -5 and 5 at. So now a ring RNG ring -5 and 5 at. Last one, pinky LPNK FG -5 and 5 at, and then close. So now we got 5 finger that we will control. So now I'm gonna reference layer match. Okay, let me save your file. I almost forget. Okay, so switch to a animation module, key, set different key, open up option. Here we go. So select the controller, load to the driver, and then we're gonna focus on thumb first. Now the thumb though, you will select each joint here. Okay, 3 joint. Load to driven. Here we go. Select all thumb. And we already know that we're gonna rotate a Z axis, right? So I'm gonna highlight thumb and highlight Z, rotate Z. Set the first key to all 3 of them. Here we go. And then we can start it now. So now positive, I want to everything. If you want positive to go in, all of them has to be positive. So I'm gonna focus on thumb. Now with the thumb, you have to do one at a time to manipulate it. So I'm gonna go to thumb 5, positive 5, and then I'm gonna tell this is gonna happen. Rotate in. Here we go. So you might need to go to top view so that you can see. So think about your thumb is can actually get in really deep on the base. Here we go. And now once again, we are not going to separate. We're gonna do the whole set. So now I'm gonna select number 2 and rotate. Here we go. Number 3, middle mouse rotate. So okay, just like that. Now select all of them, set the key. So go back. If I press 0, see it's come back. Now we're gonna do -5 and go on. Rotate Z, extend. You can use your thumb. Try to open your finger so that you can see how far you could do. Here we go. Okay. And then select all, set third key. So now when we go back, if I mouse drag, this is what I get. Here we go. So we're gonna put it back to 0. So now we're gonna leave the hand controls there. Okay guys, I found some problem. I forgot one little trick, one little thing. So we cannot continue to do the index finger set yet. So let's go to a perspective view. Can you just hide the well, hold on, template it. Okay, so that you can see. Now can you select just only the joints? Okay, 3 joints. Now we're gonna rotate only Z direction, right? So Z, rotate it. Now look, it's crooked. Can you see? It's incorrect because we forgot one little things. So I'm gonna put back Z to 0. That because, let's hide the geometry quick. That because of this. Let me press F. Here we go. Look at the local axis orientation. It's incorrect. These 2 guys are not follow. This is happened to all fingers, all 4 fingers. Well, we can fix really easy. Before you fix, we need to do this. We're gonna fix the orientation. However, you need to unparent all the mesh of the finger of the finger joints. Otherwise, we cannot re-rotate it using command. So the command is under a skeleton oriented joint. Here we go. This is the command, and we need to set these up to match. Y up. Secondary is also Y up. So that Z direction is pointing that words. So now if I do it, it said orient children's of the selected joint and match all of these to there. But I can't do it. If I click apply, it said, well, there's non-zero. It's actually there's 0 on the joint, but there's a children there. So that's why we need to get rid of it first. So not get rid of it, unparent first. So this is what we should do. Make your layers as a regular layers. Turn off template. And I'm gonna use a Shift Alt X, left mouse click, and filter selection only a mesh. So only mesh, so that I can select all of the mesh here. And then I just go to edit, unparent, temporary. Here we go. Now if you don't have a marking menu like mine, no big deal. You could do like this by turn everything off and turn on mesh only, or whatever you're comfortable to select all of those. Something quick, and then you just select, and then you go back to turn everything on. Here we go. And I like you to hide temporary so that you won't get confused. Select this joint on the knuckle joint, and you're gonna go to skeleton, orient joint, and we're gonna use this, the default one. Primary is X, so X will point into the next joint or the child joints. And then secondary axis will be Y up, so Y will go up. And then the secondary of word orientation, we also force Y up. So that Z go this way, not go to the other way. Okay. So you just click apply and see they all fixed. Same thing here, apply, 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 and then you parent everything back. Now it should work. So just parent this back, P, and parents P. So when you do the other side, make sure on the left side, make sure it's do orientation before you move on, because when we after phase transform, you have to phase transform first and then reorient it too, using these command. Okay. So right now I'm gonna just reparent everything back. That's all. And here we go. Nothing. Here we go. So now I can template it and continue. Let's save this before I crash. So go to animation, key, set driven key. Here we go. Load to driver. And I'm going to select the join here. Index driven. Highlight index and highlight rotate Z. Set the first key. Go back to the index. Put 5. Highlight all. And to make it a little quicker, you highlight all of them and do it once. Here we go. And then go in manually set up, manually adjust. So, and then I can do second one. Oh, that one. Oh, that's going to become third. Here we go. I don't think I like that. I'm just going to go like this. Just on up. Come on. Third one. Here we go. How about that? Okay. Set another key. And then go back to 0. And on 0, sorry. Now we're gonna put a -5, and this time let's make it simple because it's gonna just only rotate up. So I'm gonna just do like this because you can't really rotate that far. So I'm gonna just highlight all of them at once and then do them at once. Shorter time. So now we're gonna select, put that back to 0. Here we go. So reselect this, rejoin, load to driven, highlight it, change to middle, rotate Z key, and go back. We are in middle. 5, go down, highlight it, all 3 of them, and come down. Here we go. And then you can make a little adjustment, only one joins, and so on. Here we go. You don't have to, but you can. And set another key. So now go to -5. Select all 3. Highlight, rotate Z, and then just do it. Set the key. Now we're done with this. Here we go. Put 0. I'm gonna do a next one. Now it's the ring joins. Here we go. Highlight. Make sure you highlight the correct attribute. Okay. Set the key. It's basically just keep going. 5. Oh. That's incorrect. This is L ring. 0. 5. Here we go. And highlight. I'm gonna move it down. Set the key. Go back. I'm getting lazy, so I kind of just sloppy working at the moment. Do it just, here we go. Set another key. Okay. And then put it back to 0. So now I'm gonna select the last set. And we almost done for today. driven. Highlight. Here we go. And now gonna be a pinky. Set the key. Go back. Pinky 5. Pinky will scroll down. Set the key. Go back. -5. And we'll scroll up. Set the key. Now we're done. So now I could put this to 0. Let's sync them all. Here we go. That's what we wanted. Here we go. And it's a little incorrect actually. I could see that thumb should be rotated more too, like this, right? It should be like that too. So we can add. Let's go back and add a little bit, just for the sake of fun. So I'm gonna put back to 0. Here we go. Let's open up a set driven key one more time. We're gonna focus on the road driver and just only the thumb. We're gonna add second rotation. So thumb, and then we're gonna highlight rotate X. Here we go. Set the key. Oh no, sorry, rotate Y. Set the key. So now when I put the thumb 5, here we go, I'm gonna come here and oh hey guys, actually it's just only the base of the thumb that work. That one, that's all. Oh, not Z, sorry. Here we go. That's it. We just need only this one actually. Set the key. So never mind about this. We're gonna select all of this and just break that connection. Break. Here we go. Okay. So and let me just select this and road driven. So that is just only one. Here we go. And now go back to the thumb. Do -5. Actually -5 we don't need to set the key, so I'm gonna leave it there. So because if we do -5, what if we want it to be straight expand? So let's say if I do 0, here we go, we just want that. Okay, so let's do -5. Let's check anyway. -5, here we go, and that's it. So it's mean -5, we could just set Y at 0, just as is. Set the key 0. That's it. Okay, so now it will look like this. Here we go. Can you see? So that's it for now. And I apologize for making mistake about the orientation. So when you do next time, do it right away, the reorientation, after you finish setting up all the joints on the other side. Okay, so now we actually complete our rig. Oh, actually not yet. Okay, because we wanted to make it follow, right, this part. Okay, how about I'll do that on next week, so that you get time to get everything done all left and right. Okay, so Friday will be a work day again, and I will see you next week. Alrighty, bye.